Everyone, and welcome back. It's your buddy Isaac, and I'm going to be building one of these McLaren sets. So this is going to be a two-parter because we have two different cars. We have the McLaren Solus GT and the ever-famous McLaren FM F1. So the F1 LM is definitely going to be the one I plan on building this time. It's an iconic supercar, really awesome. If you guys haven't noticed, I really like McLarens. I just like how they look. I like how they handle in games. And, you know, I know I keep bashing on Porsches, but the honest truth of why I don't like Porsches very much is in racing games like Need for Speed and all that, the people just drive them because they're meta, so they're like everywhere. So don't get me wrong, the 911 is an iconic car. It has great performance, all that kind of stuff. But when everybody just drives it, it's not really a fun thing, right? It's just boring, almost becomes like Grandma Mobile. But when you're talking about a McLaren, I mean, they just have great handling and stuff. Also, interesting thing I learned watching a documentary recently is that the guy who used to play Mr. Bean also owned one of these. So if you can imagine Mr. Bean having his own McLaren F1, we open this up. The question is this going to be one giant thing, or is it? Okay, so looks like we have that for that one. And here's our F1. Awesome. So this I might do later. I'll do later, but we're going to deal with the classic F1 first. Because it's just the beauty, you know? So I guess I got to go hunt for... Here's the stickers for the F1. And I'll just stuff this back in here with the box. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I've been finding out recently we have a lot of fans in India. So hello everyone. Glad to see you guys wherever you're from. Here. Might need the actual car base. Wherever that is. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. I see one. Okay, that makes sense. But this one, weirdly enough, does not have a car. That's going to be interesting building this. That will be interesting. For now, though, seconds is about to go. Also to kind of cover why I'm not a super fan of Lamborghini or Ferrari. Honestly, here in the US, I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but here in the US, a lot of the times the people that kind of drive those cars are not always the nicest bunch. So, matter of fact, it seems to be kind of popularized in media as almost the douchebag cars. I'm uber confident, but I have no sense of treating anybody nicely kind of person. I'm sure there's plenty of really nice Lamborghini and Ferrari owners out there. I'm not saying there aren't. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys who are good. Hopefully I don't have some very wealthy Indian person just looking at his 6 different Lamborghinis and looking at it like, that's mean. I'm not talking about you. Whatever. But, yeah, that is an interesting bit of, information. That, the venerable Mr. Bean owned the McLaren F1 at one point. And wrecked it! By the way. Then had the insurance pay for the repairs, and then sold the car. There's our little Lego guy. Hold him up through the camera there. We'll focus on him. But, yeah. So, yeah, that is kind of why I'm not a super duper fan of Lamborghini or Ferrari cars. I know that's not a fault of the actual individual manufacturers of their vehicles. It is not their fault that all the douche nozzles seem to like their cars. And again, I'm not trying to insult anybody or anything like that. That's just the experience of an American here in the U.S. That does seem to be like the typical clientele that we see in the media and stuff that buy those kind of vehicles. So I'm definitely certain that there are very much people out there that probably have those cars that are actually pretty decent individuals. So it is what it is. Plus, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like the appearance of the McLarens and your Lotuses a lot better than I like the appearances of the Lamborghini and the Ferrari. I just think they look nicer. You know? And considering that I'm probably never gonna own one, because I mean, well, I shouldn't say never. Who knows? This channel could just explode and become massively large, and I could probably make a ton of money on sponsorships and stuff like that. But although, considering, you know, I complain about money a lot, but really, I'm not actually that bad. You know, I do stress on it a bit, but genuinely, I'm not actually doing too bad for myself. Money-wise, genuinely speaking, like, the most I owe in debt is $8,000. Like, $8,000, that's all I owe. And that's just in credit card debt. Now, my stupid butt, I had it paid off when my granddad died. And then, like a dummy, I put it all back on there. But I think this time, if I actually do get get the money to pay it all off again, I'm just gonna turn off all the accounts. Because I'm like, you know, no, I've learned my lesson. I know I can't trust myself with that, so... which is some little bit of advice I would give you guys is, you know, hey, if you're young enough where you're not old enough to get credit cards, my advice is don't. If you need to build credit, I would suggest getting private loans. Get some small private loan. That way, you know, you can't stack up the debt over and over again. You can just pay off what you owe, not have to at some over time. And like I said, get something small, basically. If that's the case. Now, personally, I'd also say, above all else, if you're going to do any kind of major purchase, like getting a house or anything, talk to an actual financial advisor. Because what happens to a lot of people is they'll go and they'll buy a home or they'll buy something really expensive, and then they'll find out that they actually couldn't really financially support themselves. So, you know, obviously, legally, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a 32-year-old who's kind of just sharing his experience and knowledge. So, what you do with your life, your money, that's entirely your business. But, you know, I'm just going to share kind of the wisdom that I've gained over the years. Plus, I mean, I grew up with my parents running their own small business. And so I actually spent a lot of my youth, even now, I still have a ton of financial books from people like Robert Kiyosaki and all that stuff that I've read and I reread, which is kind of sad that I'm terrible with money, yet I know all this stuff, right? But I am getting better. I am trying to get better. So, plus, I mean, that's actually why I've been able to actually keep my debt as low as I have. The banks keep trying to get me to borrow more money, and I'm like, yeah, no thanks, sorry. Don't need any more of that trouble. I have a hard time with what I got. Okay. Well, showing an orange one of these. And I'm not seeing an orange one of these. So, we're just gonna use a yellow. If we find an orange one later, I guess it'll just be the one orange, the one that's kind of out of where the yellow is, be out of place a little bit, but that's what it is. No worries. But yeah, I mean, that's just my little bit of advice for you guys. Yeah, but that is actually one of the nice bonuses of me keeping my bills low. Is as this channel grows, as you guys support me and help me out and keep sharing out the videos and helping me grow this channel, as that happens, you know, hopefully I'll earn more money, I'll be able to do a lot more, we'll be able to have a lot more here. Now, obviously, for you guys that are new, I don't really care if they e-beg. I'm not going to be that kind of person. I prefer to kind of earn the money that I get to as much as I can. Now, I'm not going to stop anybody from donating money. I'm not going to stop anybody using super thanks or anything like that. Like I said before, your money, do what you wish. I'm gonna keep making content that you like. I'm gonna try and keep being an entertainer. And that's pretty much my end goal here, with building a channel and building it into a business as best as I can. Basically, make great videos that you guys enjoy, and all that. But because I keep my expenses low, and I keep my debts and all that low, basically all I would need at most is like one sponsor with $10 or $8,000 payment, and my debt's gone. I'm trying to look for another one of these. Plus, the way I think of it too is, like I said, if I pay off the cards again, I'm just closing the accounts. I'm not playing that game anymore. That's the number one thing, guys. Always try to learn from your mistakes. Step one is, of course, acknowledging that you make a mistake. Step two is actually doing something about it. If anything else, obviously you want to do something about it, because if you don't, you're going to continue to have that problem. Sorry, I'm enjoying some good W. But there's also the point too that if you're constantly not doing anything to fix your own issues, and you're just complaining, eventually people are just terrible. I have 3 of the 4 pieces. These are the 3 pieces of the 4 that I need. And I need another one of these. Question, where is it? It could just be right in front of my face and I'm not seeing it. That's always a possibility. It's like I've talked to you guys a couple of times that I don't own a car. And to be fair, as things grow, I probably might actually try and get one. I have been lucky for an American. I will say this. I have been extremely lucky as an American to be living in an area and to be somewhere where I don't actually need one. Because I don't know about you guys, but here in the States, right? Our towns and cities are built more to be more accommodating to our cars than to us. To the point, mind you, that it could actually be bad enough where if someone has to make a decision between having an apartment to live in or a house and their car, they may actually have to choose the car. because everything is so far away and there's not enough public transportation to where that can legitimately be the problem. Well, that answers that problem. Some of my pieces somehow managed to get under my PlayStation 5. But financially, I'm not too terrible. It's like, if I wanted to do this full time, just doing the channel full time, all I'd need is like maybe a couple grand a month. That's it. $2,000 a month, and I'd be doing this full time. My rent and utilities combined, rent with water and everything is right around $740. Utilities combined is like 100, I want to say 180, 170 top of that, in terms of internet and power, so not that expensive. I have heard of much worse. Much worse. So I don't complain too much. Or at least I tried not to. Whether I succeed or not, that's a whole nother problem. So, like I said, guys, it's actually number one reason why I'm not super enthused or in love with things like your going back as my brain turns into the lazy Susan again. Yeah, it does that. But yeah, one of the main reasons, like I said, that I'm not a super fan of Lamborghinis and stuff is, yeah, it tends to, it's essentially become in the States like the de facto a Medouche car. Like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean that it translates to the rest of the world. And I definitely am not intending to insult anybody that has one. It has a few if they're watching this, so. But plus, overall, in general, and like I said, I like the looks of the McLaren. I like how it looks and drives in racing games and stuff. Like, comparatively, when I play like Need for Speed and stuff like that, Lamborghinis and Ferraris do have kind of the speed, but their handling is almost always garbage for some reason. Like, you cannot make them turn or drift or anything like that. They've got great off-the-line speed, they can go really, really fast, but if you want to do anything like turn, forget about it. Like, it's just not happening. Now, I'm sure that the actual cars can turn pretty well. I would hope so, considering that they do have their own pedigree for, you know, victory and being well-known race cars. So I would hope that in real life they actually handle pretty well. I would hope. No! Shoot! Where did that bit go? Ah, here it is. Kitty is being a kitty. Meow! Hello, Moon Pie. Moon Pie is being a kitty. Wow, background there. What you doing, buddy? Huh? What you doing? You being cute and fluffy. You're trying to be cute and fluffy and get my attention. Interesting way to attach the Bonner bumper. Okay. actually how they do the box look. That's actually not bad. Colin. We love our moon pie. Oh, moon pie, we love the kitty. Oh, he's after his bird toy. Kitty, kitty. Okay, and this is symbol random. Oh, okay. So it's supposed to go like, why did we assemble this? Oh, it's supposed to go like this. Okay, that makes sense now. Speaking of which, the McLaren F1 was actually selected on a show that was doing a thing with experts saying, like, you know, what is the greatest of this classic car? What's the greatest of that classic car? And the McLaren actually ended up being chosen as the greatest of the supercars. Which, you know, naturally, of course, it should be. Moonpie is being a kitty kitty. Meow. Being a cat. Okay, I'm back. He needed attention. There we go. like the preservation of detail in these little Lego sets. Wonder how they're going to do the McLaren F1 center seat, because that's actually an interesting feature that the McLaren had for the F1 series. It actually has the central seat and then 2 seats beside it, so you had 3 seats for a supercar. With the driver being in the center seat, being able to honestly probably see better than most other vehicles. Probably safer too. But who am I to say, right? I'm not car engineer. Yeah, it feels like we're missing a piece. Where, oh mysterious piece, have you gone? I didn't notice? No, it doesn't look like it. Wasn't that interesting? Oh, hope it wasn't too important. Moving on. Watch me. Watch. I'll build this thing and then I'll find the missing piece, right? Such seems to be fate. To sit me down in a room and say, okay, you get to choose one of these beautiful supercars. And the choice was between a McLaren, a Lotus, and Ferrari or Lamborghini, the hard choice would be choosing between the McLaren and the Lotus. I'm sorry, but you know, as long as Lamborghini just has that kind of reputation in the US, like, I'm sorry, but when it comes to Lamborghinis in the US, I've already mentioned this. I know I'm saying this over and over again, but it really does have that kind of bad reputation of great car, terrible owners. I hope nobody holds that against me. I really do. You know, the vehicles themselves, they're great. But, I say this, but yeah, I mean, the likelihood of me owning a supercar, I don't know what the odds are going to be for that, but at current, not too high. But then again, I'm also kind of the person that I kind of look at it more along the lines of what's more reasonable to own, what's more on a personal level, I just tend to be more about what's more useful, what's more utilitarian, I guess. Which is weird for being an American, because Americans are just known for being loud, noisy weirdos that want the fastest of everything, the noisiest of everything, and I'm just like, I don't want that. I just want, you know. Like, personally, right where I live, it's actually not very hard if I really wanted to. Let's say I had $35,000, right? I could get a very gently used Mustang or Dodge Challenger or something like that. And that would actually be enough for me, really. It'd be kind of the rank of fast car that's reasonably affordable. But not super duper crazy. Now, obviously, though, with the current state of things, like, if anything, if I was gonna get a car, it'd be a car that I'd use to, like, show off for the channel. basically make it a rolling billboard. Now, granted, I don't plan on living in this apartment forever, but given a choice of, buying a house or buying a car, I might spend the money on the car simply being a point of like, hey, I can use this as a rolling billboard. I can actually use this to help build my online business as an entertainer and make something cool for my peeps on the internet to look at, Now, would that be necessarily financially smart? Maybe not. Speaking of the center seat, and of course that is actually very accurate to the original McLaren. You'd have 2 seats for your mates, and then you'd have your seat right here for yourself. Under the car. Take the boys on the ride in the supercar. Scare the crap out of them. That sounds about right. I'd totally do that to my buddies too. Trey and Rollmaster, I'd definitely sit there and be like, okay guys, let's have some fun. Give them a whole nother reason to have to change their pants. For all serious talk, I am definitely the kind of person I definitely would try to drive vehicles safely. I saved the racer boy nonsense for the track, right? Put that on something that's a controlled environment, so you're not gonna accidentally ruin grandma's day. Be courteous to other people on the road, pretty much. Always try to do your best and try to be courteous to the people on the road other than yourself. This one. Ooh, okay. got everything falling apart out of here. There we go. That's that problem. Everyone, bye. Hi, buddy. Meow. Let me help your baby. Got it. What's to say? I think we're missing a piece. Another piece. Like, no, not more pieces missing. Especially not pieces on the outside. Like, interior pieces we can kinda get away with here. Staring me in the front. we're building here, but we'll find out in a minute. Build on, we shall find out. And look at that, the piece I was missing. What did I say? We'll build and then we'll find where it is later. So now I don't feel like having to try and tear apart the car to be able to put it back in place. So I'm not doing that. Kitty cat. Hi. Open pie. No. Come here, buddy. Here we go. Oh. Hey, sweetie. We now have a purring kitty on my shoulder. Hello. Hello, kitty kitty. Hello. Hello. Is there for classic? Cats. They love them. But they are furry little buggers. You just came, you kitty. Come on. You gonna decide whether you want loves or not? Come on. I'm Moon Pie. I know. There we go. Alright. Now you're like, pet me, human. Pet me. The furry tuxedo cat has said hello. 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 No. Yes, you can curl up around my shoulders now. I know. What you doing? There we go. The McLaren F1. Honestly, one of my favorite cars, and just a beautiful. This recreation isn't too bad. I wish this was a little less loose here, but it is what it is. Overall, I absolutely adore this car. I wish there weren't so many stickers. Like, seriously, Lego, please try actually printing some of this stuff. But overall, it rolls really nice. It has lots of interesting features. They actually got the steering wheel seat correct. They got the two side seats correct. Honestly, I absolutely adore this thing. I'm really glad that Lego took the time to really get these things right. And because it could have been so much easier to just, not even bother. But absolutely my favorite, the McLaren F1. So, obviously 4.5 simply because of stickers. I mean, come on, guys. I know it's on every single car, but see you next time in the next review.